Hello, lovely listeners.
We are your boyfriend twins.
We're the same.
But different. Also, we're not actually boyfriends.
That's right, and we're not actually related either.
No, but we will be married soon because I'm Canadian and Kevin's American, and I told him I will be marrying him for our green card.
You can't say
for my green card.
out loud like that. The
No,
agents are gonna listen and they're gonna know now.
No. I'll say that. No. Agents, because guess what, agents? It's our 15th episode. We know each other, so now we're in love. Kevin, we're in love. Kevin, I love you, Kevin.
You just said you're gonna marry me for my green card. That's can't do that.
I love you, Kevin. You're the love of my life.
I hate this plan. You know what? I almost did get married to a man for a green card.
You're American. Oh, he wasn't. I'm dumb. Wait, why? Well, I can't imagine you wanting to help someone.
I love how
you
were listening so well until halfway through the sentence and then just stopped listening.
No, because I'm like, in my world, if Kevin marries someone, there's a green card involved, he is gaining. I can't imagine you being nice enough to want to give someone a green card.
Oh, that's very generous of you. No, so this was like 5 years ago, maybe? And
so you were in your late 30s.
Yeah, yes. I was
14.
Oh God, I don't want to hear that. That's weird. Anyway, so I had just moved in with a couple of friends in their guest room for like really cheap because I was like, hey, I'm severely depressed and I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Can I please like have a really cheap place to live? It actually ended up working out great, but they were in the middle of like kind of getting involved in a throuple, and the person worked at Disneyland, and they're like 3 months until their visa was up, or like they had like 3 months until they had to leave the country or like reapply, yada yada yada, however the process goes. And so I was like, well, here's the thing, I'm a theme park fanatic, and if I met him like a couple times, I guarantee we could just sell this idea of like, yeah, we met at the theme park, we're getting to know each other really well, we're in love. Ooh. And like I could easily fit myself into his life because I know so much about what he does already that it would just be an easy little thing. And I think it would have worked out fine, honestly. I'm still good friends with the other people, and this was so long ago that we could still be technically in a relationship, but like going through the divorce and like an easy little process. I think it would have worked. I think I'm a chill person to marry, but not to like live with, but to just use as an object to get something else. I think I'm cool. I think I'm with it.
I can see that. I agree with that. I think you're generous enough that you would be like, yeah, let's do it. Like, it's fine. And you'd be very calm about it.
Would you be in a relationship with a man who was like, listen, I'm married, but he means nothing to me because it was for a green card? Because I would be like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter. Cool. As long as there's no like weird tension between the three of us.
Yeah. As long as there's no weird tension. Yes. My concern is that what if they're lying and they're like, there is weird tension. But if you're saying we know there's no weird tension, then no, it's fine. We can even joke about it.
New hypothetical. So what if they say that it's just for a green card? You meet the other one. He shakes your hand, super cool about it, and then grabs your dick and says, yeah, you seem like the right one for him, and then walks off.
I would have a conversation with my partner and say, hey, so he grabbed my dick and I just wanted to like chat about that. First of all,
I just want you to know that I'm leaving you for him. That was really romantic.
No, yeah, it really turned me on, and I really need a nice alpha male. You're too sigma for me. Yeah, exactly. I love how we established dominance. Okay, what would you do in that situation? I don't know what you do in that situation.
I don't know. I would like if he stumble. I have no idea. I would probably think it's funny. I don't take relationships as seriously as you do. Like if it was me going into a situation knowing that it's transactional and then someone acted a little weird in said transaction, I would be like, yeah, this is what I signed up for. This makes enough sense. I'm just not going to put their number in my phone. Sounds good.
Okay. What if I'm curious about this. What if you've been really, really into someone and you're like, oh, I have a huge crush on this person. Like, they're really cute, blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, I know, but just imagine. And then they're like, Kevin, I also want to date you, except I'm deeply romantic. I really love like hand holding and eye gazing and talking about our feelings and the way our souls are tied. What would you say?
The thing is, I'm not unromantic. Let me just get this straight. Okay, our producer's looking at me like he just got like slapped in the face with a whoopee cushion. He looks so offended because I just spoke out straight through my ass. No, here's the thing. Okay. No, I'm not an unromantic person. I don't like PDA. So if you want me to display romance in an outward fashion, I'm not going to do it. However, if it is like the two of us alone, I can cuddle, I can talk, I can vibe. Like, I'm not just going to use someone as a whole and then turn my back to them and be like, great, I'm playing Paper Mario now. It's me time. And then I just ignore
That's
them
what
for the
you
rest
make
of the
it
day.
sound like you're like. That's
No.
how you advertise yourself. And then the way you make it sound is like, you're like, yeah, I can do the romantic stuff if that's what they like on paper, but it's not like something you enjoy intrinsically.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
It's not what I like. I would rather have my clothes on. That's all.
Well, you can have your clothes on and be romantic, Kevin.
That's correct.
But like, would you enjoy the romance? I need to have something to tell the green card agent.
No, I mean,
Would
it
you
depends.
enjoy
If
the-
I'm in the mood, I like it, but it's depending on my mood. So like, if I'm horny, if I'm feeling it, then of course I want to be.
Wait. You want to be, so you would only be romantic if you're horny?
That's right, baby, because you got to get something. I'll be romantic to get something after. No, you know what I'm saying, though. It has to be like, if feel in the moment. If I'm exhausted, if I'm annoyed by something earlier in my day, then I'm not going to be like, oh, yes, baby, let me drop all of my previous emotions and then cater to this idea.
That's
only because
normal.
It's not what I initially seek out. So
yeah,
I can do it. It's just not my first go-to. And because it's not my first go-to, it doesn't often line up with other people's aspirations for a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
I think that's closer to standard than I would have given you credit for.
I have to be reminded to be romantic rather than I'm like, oh my God, it'd be so romantic today. Those thoughts don't come naturally.
Sure. Okay, that's fair. Want to know something really romantic? Actually, that's too personal.
Well, speaking of coming naturally, Taha, if your week was a sexual position, what would it be? I got him. Yeah, I got him. Zing.
Let me think. What did I do this week? Let me check my calendar to see what I did this week. It's been chaotic. Wait, what did I do? Oh, my sister is visiting from out of continent, and it's been nice hanging out with her and my nephew and niece. And that was really fun.
I'm so excited to see how you make your relationship with your sister into a sex position.
Oh my God! No! I forgot.
Forget the format every time.
I forgot. I'm sorry. No.
I'm annoyed now. We do this every week. We do this every week.
No.
And every week you forget and go in the strangest direction for this format.
I don't forget every week. I go in a different direction, but I never forget. This time I forgot, and I was like, my sister and her little kids. No. I take it back. I'm sorry. This week I've been getting riled up for House of the Dragon, coming out on HBO. So my sex position would be getting fucked on a dragon while it flies. Getting fucked on which dragon is it? I don't remember the dragon's names. Aw.
I'm just gonna say it. I think it's really interesting that you chose a show with incest after bringing up your sister.
No. Shit.
I just think that's really fascinating.
I'm really not beating the Pakistani allegations with that, eh?
Oh God. Your words. Oh God.
My words. Kevin, you don't have to say anything.
Let me just move away from this camera.
Well, that's okay.
Internal panic on my end.
Oh Lord, that's okay. Good. Internalize the panic. We don't. The jokes that we don't like to say on the podcast can stay between our texts. The jokes we would get reamed for online.
No. As the lawyer and representation of the brand Your Friend Kevin, we make no conversations outside of this podcast. It's the only time we talk, and there have been no jokes made ever to say anything negative about anything ever.
Also, same. I definitely don't tell Kevin to drink bleach regularly over text.
Yeah. Taha has never called me asking if OJ was really that guilty. I
don't even know this whole OJ thing. First of all, I was like, I thought it was orange juice, and everyone was talking about how he did something. Okay, my week. Sorry, my week. Okay. Oh, it's been very family oriented. I can't turn that into sex. Okay. Oh, I've been getting more tan, so I've been in the sun, so I've been getting a little bit more tan. So my sex position is having sex in the beaming sun and getting vitamin D. If you
Ooh.
know what I mean.
Would you have sex on the beach?
I would not have sex publicly. I don't even like being
Okay.
naked publicly.
Hypothetically,
Yeah.
this is a okay. All right. I felt the slight towards me with that one.
What? Kevin, I don't know what projection is happening. The fact that I don't like being naked in public is like my abnormality in my own body image stuff.
But hypothetically, you don't ever have to worry about like being perceived on this beach. There's a magical box that people can't see through. You get like a 1 mile diameter where you can't see anyone either, and it's just you and a man you like. And
I
you're
would
on a beach, and he's like, "I
absolutely
want to
have
put
sex
sand
on the
my
beach.
dick."
Yes,
You
without a
would.
doubt. I would have sex with him on the beach in the sun. Nobody can see us. It's just us in nature, the way we were meant to be. Just
think about the rashes.
No, Kevin, it's not about the rashes. It's about being one with the earth.
Oh, fuck off. Go hiking.
And it's so hot. He can't control himself and wait till we get back, so he just wants to have sex out on the sand and he just wants me. Yeah, Kevin, come on. Okay.
How about get a man that can control himself? How about that? I want a man.
That's boring.
No, I want a man who knows how to say no sometimes.
Kevin, if there was, before I ask about your sex position, okay, you have to choose one public setting that you would have sex in. What would it be? Don't say Olive Garden or it will kill you.
Oh, but the breadsticks. The first thing that came to my mind, is like a porta potty at a concert. And I don't know why that's the first thing. But
you're disgusting.
I know. I don't want that. But for some reason, if someone was like, right now, you ready? I'd be like, well, everything else here sucks. So I guess we might as well.
Ew, the smell!
I know. I wouldn't enjoy it. I'm trying to think if there's any public, because I think what I'm doing right now is like, where can I get away with like leaving for a while and then no one noticing something's being taken for a long time?
I don't want you to think about it like that.
Well, that's the thing. I think I'm projecting here. There's no like here's the thing. My goblin brain is coming in, so if I was really going to, I think I would try to do it in a way that like really made people aware of it or uncomfortable. I would go to a wedding for someone I don't like and then just find a way to hook up with them. That's what I would do. I would like hook up with someone there and like cause some kind of
Kevin! That's fine.
Like a cheating scandal or maybe just an event that takes 100% of the ire off the bride and onto me. Because it's my special day.
That is a really fun answer. I'm very happy. I can imagine you doing that just for the plot. You know, Kevin, you have a very priest-like face. You look like you could be a priest.
I don't love that. I don't love that implication.
I do, and I know that we technically have similar faces, but specifically your face, like the differences between our faces is what makes you more priest-like. Like, do this. I don't know what priests do. Do this or this or something?
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that for you. Do you know what priests do?
Father, I have to confess. Oh, no, you're not going to interrupt me so I can stop this weird bit. Mm-hmm. Please interrupt me, Kevin. No, Kevin, I can't finish.
So far today, let's recap. You've associated incest with House of the Dragon and your sister, and then now we're talking about you wanting to call a priest father, implying what age difference?
I want to call you Father Kevin because I'm getting that green card. I will call you whatever you want me to call you.
This is going to be the most aggressively unmonetized episode we've ever had. That's just really the case, isn't it?
Edit it and replace all the sexy words with like Pokemon.
I think that'll be more sexual.
Probably. Speaking of more sexual, Kevin, tell me about your week.
Up your Pikachu.
Yes. Maybe it'll evolve into something. Maybe it'll work like a stone.
That's stupid. My sex position. Oh my gosh. Contrast to what we've been saying this entire time, I have had the least sexual week maybe of my life. I've had people sext me and be like, "Hi, I'm reading a book today. What are you doing?" Like, I have been so occupied with other stuff that I have not even engaged in sexual activity. So, If I was to label my sex position, it would probably be me on a rocking chair with knitting needles, just like making a scarf, being like, "Oh, hello," like an old
Love.
woman in a horror movie who's just there in the back, just waiting for someone to ask her how long she's been sitting there, and then halfway through the movie, it turns out it was just like a mannequin the whole time, and you're like, "Where's the old
Ooh.
woman?" And then the person who owns the house is like, "What old woman?" That's me.
Ooh. Do you know how to knit?
I used to make hats
Me too.
in high school.
Hats.
I'm out of practice now. Yeah, so like I would make a beanie because I like those.
Mm.
I had a little
Yeah.
moment on Etsy where I would sell Zelda hats. I would knit Zelda hats, not Zelda hats, Link hats, little green.
That's so cool.
I felt bad though because I started doing it and then I was like, oh wait, I can make these better. So as I sold one or the other, they got better and better and better. So the first person that bought one probably got ripped because it was just like poor
That's
quality.
how everything works.
And then the
That's
last person that bought one was like actually getting what they deserved.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's how everything works.
That's
I
how
love
life
that. That's
works.
so cool. I had a knitting era too. I knit one of my exes a scarf. He really liked it. Yeah.
Oh God, he's remembering.
Anyways.
Oh no, we've lost him.
Oh my God, guys. Okay, speaking of things that I've once liked that I no longer want people to know that I liked, Twitter got rid of public likes.
I know.
Okay, so Kevin, my thing is, in my head, I'm like, oh, that's good. People can enjoy their porn without being caught. But I'm seeing all these tweets about people being like, now I can't hint to people what I'm into. And then I see your tweet, Kevin, about how you've been having this running bit. Tell them about your running bit.
Oh, yeah. So I have 3 Twitter accounts. One to just look at porn. So I have that where I just, no shame, I do whatever I want.
Good, yeah.
Then I have one account where I'm just a slut and I just promote being a slutty person. And then I have another account where I talk too much.
Wait.
You can find it if you care.
One sec.
Oh my gosh.
What is it? What's the slutty one?
I'm not telling you.
Why? I want to look it up.
You can do your homework and find it if you want, but I'm not going to just tell you.
Kevin, self-promote. I'm so curious. Oh, fine. You're so boring. Continue.
So I have another account for thirst nonsense, and then another account where I like actually share words and opinions. I wasn't ever afraid of like my privacy. If I like something, it's intentional and I'm super cool with people seeing it. Frustrating is that I used to sift through likes to learn if someone is valid or not. Like if someone comes to me and is like, I have an opinion and frankly, I think you're stupid, and I can sift through their likes and just see naked men in their likes. I'm like, okay, you're here on Twitter to whip your dick out and not pay attention to anything else. Someone's saying something that's triggering you and you're reacting in a way that is relatively irresponsible. So I would then be like, okay, I don't have to listen to this person. On the other end, if someone's like, I actually disagree with you, and then in their likes, I can see they're very similar to me, I can focus in and be like, why are we not connecting here? And can I approach this with a little more empathy? Like, I'm actually frustrated that we can't see likes because that's kind of how I gauged a situation in a discussion. But, I mean, it's also like, whatever. Like, it's just another disappointing turn of the internet.
Tell the audience about your bit you were doing with your likes. I liked it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so mad. Oh, you're right. So on my thirst account, I only follow one person, and that's Miss Coco Kane, one of the best drag queens on the world. And so I think that's hilarious. And
yeah.
And then also, I only like pictures of cats because I think the idea of someone being like, oh my gosh, he's so hot, he's so cool, oh my God, I'm gonna go like see what he's into, and then just looking at pictures of cats. No, I just think it's a really funny contrast. And so regardless, I'm just annoyed that now I've done years of work, years of consistent hard labor for no one to be able to appreciate it now.
Unfortunately, people will no longer see how multifaceted you are, and that's
I know.
You know what? It's their loss. It's Elon's loss.
Realistically speaking, though, I mean, I'm curious to see where this goes because every other app has ways to hide likes, but their algorithms are catering to their audience. They're not like, other than Facebook, most algorithms don't necessarily rage bait. They find ways for engagement, whether that's rage or not. But Twitter needs to like keep everyone in their little sphere because that's how they kind of make their money with advertising. And when it's just text-based information, you want people kind of like, you want people involved. You want people constantly typing. You want people going off. And so I feel like Twitter's algorithm is not meant to cater to someone's likes or interests. It's catered to keep them like focused and engaged in an emotion. And I guess I'm just wondering how taking away likes aids that. And I don't think it does. And I think this was more of like a petty thing where it's like, I don't want you seeing what I do, rather than a move that can actually benefit the app. But I don't know. I'm looking at it one way. I see most of these things as like, you know, when they took, using Twitter as an example, when they took away the verifications and made people pay for it, like that was clearly to seek profit, you know, and they're making some money from it. Sure. When they kind of like took circles away, it was because too many people weren't using it and it was just kind of a waste of, you know, space. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, what is the benefit? Because the data is still there.
Maybe it's like a privacy invasion thing. We're like, oh, we want people to feel private, but also so many right-wing psychopaths get exposed via their liked tweets. You know what I mean? Like I remember when like
right-wing psychopaths get exposed from their words as well. You know, it's like
yes, but I guess what I'm talking about is the ones that are covert.
I guess, but like I agree that this like caters to people who are bad because then they can like things privately and bolster worse ideas because they don't have to deal with the consequences of being attached to those ideas. They can just like them, power them silently, and then watch them grow in this like, you know, hellscape we call the internet. So I understand that, you know, it's one step closer to creating another 4chan-esque website. But like that I understand. I guess it's like the personal benefit from the users. That's where I'm like, whatever. Yeah. I guess you're right.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I could also be wrong. You're more on Twitter than I am. But speaking of Twitter, which, by the way, I love calling it Twitter, not that new name, because I feel like I'm sticking it to Elon Musk, even though I'm not.
Dead naming it. Yeah.
Speaking of Twitter, I saw this. I saw this really, really touching clip of Chapel Roan. I don't know if you're familiar with her. Her music is amazing. Love her album. Very talented musician. Her career has exploded in the past few months. And there was a video I saw where she was in a concert and she was just talking to her audience about how like she was like tearing up and getting very emotional. And she's like, honestly, like I feel like my career is moving so fast and I can't keep up. And she was like apologizing. She's like, sorry if like, you know, this is weird or like you feel like it's coming through my performance or something along those lines. And it was very fascinating for many reasons. One being it was cool because she's a really great artist. I really appreciate the way that she's been, you know, using her platform for advocacy, even if it was just like being public about the fact that she denied a White House invitation. I mean, if I want to see an old lobotomized man, I would visit home. I'm kidding. My mom is a lady. No, I'm kidding. My mom is not lobotomized.
Your mom's a mom.
I love my mom. Mom, I know you're not listening, but you're not lobotomized. I just want to make that joke. It's also interesting. It's this, we're seeing this huge breaking of fourth walls happening in the media industry in this generation of artists, right? Like you see so much in their personal lives via Instagram and Twitter and all the socials, which we kind of talked about last week a little bit, but I don't think it would have been normal or like something you would ever expect to have when, like in terms of like seeing an artist at their own concert be very meta about the fact that their career is moving and like
happens all
they're
the time.
Worried about their performance. Oh, is that right? Okay.
I mean,
step in.
Well, this is just Billie Eilish at the Grammys all over again, where she was like, please don't give me this award. I'm too young. People are going to resent me for how much I'm winning. Like, stop.
Yeah, but Billie Eilish is of this generation, though.
Chapel Roan is
talking about this generation. Yeah, she is. I'm saying that this generation of artists is where we're seeing it.
Okay, sure. Okay, yes. Then let me rephrase. In the last 5 years, this happens all the time. And it's the same with like Margot Robbie saying like, I think I need to take a break because people have seen a lot of me. Like we have seen people tear women apart for just being in the forefront too much. Ironically, I wish Taylor Swift would maybe take a hint once in a while.
I wish she would fuck off after that thing she did with Charlie XCX. Don't even fucking start.
But, okay. So like women stop apologizing challenge, I guess. Like I want to respect her journey from truly growing so fast. She's so successful.
Yeah.
And that's only great. That's fantastic. She deserves it. She's been working hard for a long time. Her music is wonderful, whatever. I guess I'm just upset of her being like, I'm sorry, yada yada. I'm like, no, don't apologize. Just like do what you can do. Keep doing that. We're here because you've already done great work. Now, like, I get it. I'm happy that she.
That's so real.
Like, I mean, it's not me being mad that she's like apologizing to me. You know, it's me being like, no. I hope you know that this isn't a situation where like we're now expecting more from you. It's just like we see you on your path. Keep going on your path. That's great. I wish the music industry kind of supported that same idea. You know, no studio executive is going to say those same words. But like as a fan, I'm just like, you're fine. You're literally fine. You have so many
like
things.
You're not. No, sorry. I was going to say like it's like you're not upset at her. You're upset that like their circumstances have set her up to be at another woman who's apologizing for her success. Because it's like men will never do this. We never see men being apologetic for this or being like, oh, you've seen my face too much. Gosh. Nicolas Cage never apologized for all his National Treasure movies.
Excuse you. Fucking take it back. Fuck off. I'm so fucking sorry. If you can't appreciate art, you can get the fuck out of here. I'm so fucking sorry. What the fuck? Out of pocket and unacceptable. Apologize right now. I don't mean to be dramatic, but
I'd really like
National Treasure is a national treasure. Thank you. You put some respect on Jerry Bruckheimer's name.
I'm so sorry. To the National Treasure fandom and community.
Everyone. You're apologizing. That's everyone. Everyone who's seen National Treasure likes it. And that's a fact. The second one is okay.
I'm so sorry, Kevin. I'm so
Thank
sorry.
you.
I hope you forgive me. Please forgive me.
I'm so heated.
Speaking of apologies,
you could have said any movie. No, but in all seriousness, like there's a really funny award show acceptance from Issa Rae who is going on, and she's like, well, I'm really insecure about how I do these things, and so in an attempt to prepare for this, I just watched every man accept an award, and I'm gonna just replicate that. And then she's like, I want to just thank myself for doing this all by myself. I'm better than others. Fuck you guys. It's so good.
Really?
It's very, very
That's
funny.
So
She's
fun.
Wonderful.
I love that. She's one of my role models in terms of careers, but we'll talk about that another day. She's so cool. I've upgraded myself in my homosexuality this week, by the way, before we move on. I mentioned Charlie XCX earlier. And at the beginning, I was not so sure about her music. It was very Uns Popper's sweaty sex club bathroom. And I was like, oh, I don't know. But then my followers were like, no,
there's no hugging.
Listen to 360. No, I can do whatever I want to her music. I can propose to someone at a candlelight dinner with 360 playing in the background. Or 365. Anyways, I listened to the album and I ended up liking it. And it was very boppy and fun. And then Kevin, I find out that she's half Indian. She's half Gujarati. And I'm like,
is she?
That's it. I felt the soul connection. Yes. See, I was like this. I felt the soul connection with Orville because he's a quarter. Now I feel this with Charlie XCX because she's half. I'm like, the Indians are everywhere, which is what a lot of racists say, but I'm saying it in a positive way. I know. They're my relatives now. They're my relatives. Orville is my Indian princess, and so is Charlie XCX. Okay.
No, Charlie XCX is pretty wonderful. I go in and out because I will like it's a little bit of a like the Kylie Minogue effect where she'll come out with an album and I'll like 3 songs and then like the rest will be fine, but those 3 songs will be like iconic and historical.
But her song with Orville was so fantastic. Good. Let me take you on a midnight.
It does make me feel tacky though because I like a lot of the things my friends do. I have like some famous gay friends and I like what they do, but I often don't make it my personality like I would someone I don't know. And so with this last song that Orville released, I feel weird because I know him personally, and then also I'm listening to his song all the time. It feels almost like I'm trying too hard to be his friend, you know?
You're very in your head about these things. You're overthinking it.
No, I think you're underthinking it. I think you're not thinking about it enough.
Okay. As somebody who thinks about things too thoroughly, I'm telling you that you're overthinking it. Enjoy it. Support your friend. I love when my friends support me. You should be enjoying supporting your friends.
Halt the brakes. You can't even remember a sex position prompt for more than 30 seconds, I don't think you're overthinking a goddamn thing. You're looking at your nails.
Oh yeah.
What are you? Did you listen to any of that, bitch?
So when
I hate you so much.
I did. So when I text you about men, I'm not overthinking.
I hate you so.
I'm not overthinking when I text you.
You're desperate.
Oh my goodness, that is not true.
I think it is, bitch. You fell in love with a man because he has an accent. Not even a doctor. He was what?
You
a chiropractor?
Are not. Cut that out of this episode, or I will cut your balls off. He was a psychiatrist.
You're never gonna get my green card if you want to cut my balls off. Can't do that. You're never gonna get it,
Kevin.
You're never gonna get it.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna marry some other foreign man so fast if you cut my balls off. So
you
fast.
have some nerve.
Please.
You have some nerve. I was not. Anyways, diverting away from the conversation. I'm shy now. No, support your friends. When your friends do cool shit, it's great supporting them. And if you like a bop, it's a bop, and it's a good bop. Bop, 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 bop.
It is a bop for surezies. Yeah, I like when my friends are successful. It's cool.
Yeah, thank you. Like, you don't feel weird when you watch all my videos alone in your room and memorize me to the point where you copied my mustache. It's really weird.
Fair enough. You got me.
Yeah. Speaking of bops, you know what was a bop growing up? I want to be the very best.
I actually don't like that song.
No one ever Kevin.
I think that song,
are you
along
fucking
with
kidding me?
Be a Man, na, 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 from
You must
Mulan,
be swift as the
I think it's just
coursing
overplayed.
river.
It's like, I get it. You're 35 and you have nothing better to do. I get it. Honestly, like when someone's like, you know what song I listen to at the gym? I listen to the Pokemon theme. I'm like, okay, are we 7? Like, hot take. Is that mean?
Is that a hot take? I can see why people would enjoy it. I personally wouldn't listen to a childhood theme song in the gym. It just is not my vibe. But like, whatever motivates you, I can see it. Look, people are very connected to their inner child. Maybe it's like this fuels me. It's a very like underdeveloped straight man thing to do, but it's
not underdeveloped.
Okay, wait. Let's use your metric
said.
from last week. Hold up. We're going to use your metric from last week.
Mm-hmm. No, it's not invalid. Yeah. It's just lame to me.
Yeah,
I don't have a case. I don't have a case if I'm trying to tell someone to not do it. But I can believe
you have a case of early onset dementia. That's what you have.
Yeah. No, I wish I had an excuse for how fucking stupid I am. I wish. If I had dementia, do you know how easy it would be to just excuse away how I don't know words? Do you know how easy it would be?
Kevin, you and I both would be easier if we could blame our behavior on dementia.
I can't remember what I said 30 seconds ago. It's because of my dementia. Yeah. And then I'd be like, Joe Biden, I finally have something in common with you. I feel represented by my
You and Joe Biden would go on throuple dates where we'd just be like...
we eat our ice cream and just stare out into the space. just... Oh my gosh, that video is so funny. Joe Biden standing, doing nothing while everyone else is clapping to a Juneteenth concert. I love.
I do want to segue our conversation back into childhood cartoons because remember that one follower who emailed us, who DM'd us saying, if you keep talking about politics, you lose me. We really don't want to lose him. So
that's true.
I do want to talk about childhood cartoons.
Okay,
we were
but
talking
back to
about
the theme songs. Back to the theme songs. I think those are... Okay, so I think adults glorifying those themes and those like musics from our childhood are, it's a little tacky in my opinion. However, it's a great theme and it does, I can see how someone would get riled up. What's your favorite like childhood like cartoon theme song?
Two come to mind. So I moved here from Dubai when I was 9. So a lot of our cartoons were sometimes in Arabic. I don't speak Arabic. I'm Indian and Pakistani, but I had the Digimon intro memorized in Arabic. And I used to sing along to it every time it popped up, not knowing what I was saying. So that's one fun one. But the other one that's just like a fucking banger is the Drake and Josh theme song. Or, this isn't a cartoon, but Full House. Okay. Whatever happened to predictability? No? Okay, well, what are your favorite cartoon theme songs?
Well, what are your favorite cartoons? You're naming things that aren't cartoons. I don't know how to help you.
Fine.
Listen, you can go off just theme songs, but again...
It is a cartoon. You tell me.
Coming in again, swinging his dick around.
Okay, mister, I want to talk about politics. That made the best segue to Pokemon, and I started talking about Joe Biden.
You're welcome.
I gave you the most beautiful segue.
Hilarious. That's true.
You prick. Okay, did you ever watch Courage the Cowardly Dog growing up?
Of course I did. did. I love Crazy Cowardly Dog.
Fuck. That's why we are the way that we are. Like that was
Broken?
bizarre.
Yeah.
That show was not okay. Yeah.
You know what? Okay, so you know what theme song
God.
is my favorite and will always be my favorite, and I will like ride or die. I'll be the problem and listen to this at the gym. The Invader Zim theme song from the Nickelodeon show Invader Zim. Oh, it's just there's no words, and it's just like it's so cool. So I mean, the show's about an alien that is a complete failure. So as a joke, these lords and leaders of the alien planet they're from send him to Earth as like a bit to say that he's going to conquer it, but really they're just trying to get rid of him. So the theme is him like driving through space and doing all this stuff.
That's
I just
really
think it's
funny.
So good. Such a great show, but that theme goes so hard. The music, every once in a while, a network will release a show that like feels like it does not belong there, in that it is cool, edgy, kind of gross, and like really wild to look at. I feel like a regular show is another one of those. And
did you ever watch Totally Spies growing up?
Of course I did. I'm gay, aren't I?
That theme song. Yes. I believe you are.
Totally Spies.
That was a good theme song.
Also, Totally Spies, Total Drama Island. And
I never watched Total Drama Island.
Total Drama. Bitch. Total Drama Island.
I have a good story for you about that show.
So fucking good. Total Drama Island not only holds up, but is better than most seasons of Big Brother and Survivor. And it is so fucking good. Yes. And then the last cartoon that like molded my personality. You know what? That's not true. There's 2 other cartoons that molded my personality. And it says a lot about my taste as a child. One was The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. It's still my favorite show. It's so good. Yeah.
Yes.
That one's also got another great theme song. It's only like 20 seconds long though. Anyway. And then Shaolin Showdown and the Jackie Chan Adventures were some of my favorite cartoons growing up. And it's so interesting because I didn't have cable. So I wasn't in America. There's like everything separated through different networks, and the cable package you get offers, certain packages. And back then,
it was like that in Canada too.
Yeah. Disney and Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network were all in a more advanced package. I had a basic one, so I could only really watch what was it? It was like Kids WB or something for my cartoons. And Shaolin Showdown is basically like the dollar store Avatar. It is so fucking good. It's so good. It's literally about like a chosen one who can command the air, and then their friends who command the other elements, and the race to get like tools to make sure a fascist doesn't rise up. It is literally the same as Avatar, but it's different ish, but like it's the same show. And so I love it so much.
In Canada we had different channels. So we had Family Channel, YTV, and Teletoon. Shut up. And we had American shows, but they were like in one of those 3 channels. And The Weekenders was very good. Did you ever watch The Weekenders? No? Okay, well, it's really good, and their theme song was good. Phineas and Ferb had a great theme song.
Oh, Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb is one of those where I'm surprised it doesn't have more of like a cultural impact today. Like it does. It has an impact, and people still reference it. But like Shrek, SpongeBob, Family Guy, Simpsons, like all of these things have like ever-present memes floating around the internet. And I'm just surprised Phineas and Ferb doesn't have that, because it's so funny. And there's so many moments of like perfect reactions and like bits to like surreal nonsense that is perfect for like the internet to just turn into whatever
I think it's getting there.
You think so?
I hope it gets there, because I agree. I hope so. I also loved Avatar: The Last Airbender. It didn't have a theme song, but oh my god, such a beautiful show. It's the perfect TV show. And just it's incredible. Oh my god. And we also had these other cartoons and also like shows growing up. So before Canada, when I was in Dubai, we had this channel called like eKids. We had a lot of random shows that weren't mainstream in North America. So when I came here, I was like, oh my god, like, have you guys ever heard of Yoko Jakamoko Toto? And people would be like, what? Or like, did you guys ever watch The Saddle Club, that like old 90s Australian show about girls living on like a ranch and being horse riders or whatever? No one watched that. eKids also really had this show I loved called The Worst Witch. That was from like 90s, late 80s, I think. I don't know. But so there were a lot of shows like that. And so those are really fun, but it's so funny because I'm like, oh my God, people are so shaped by what they were watching growing up. And then like you meet someone like, oh, I've never heard of it. And they just freak out. But also if someone told me they hadn't heard of Phineas and Ferb, I'd be like, are you fucking stupid?
Yeah, stupid.
You know, so
yeah, absolutely. We are terrible people. I agree. I just loved cartoons so much to the point where like I didn't want to watch real shows. Like I remember thinking Lizzie McGuire should have been all animated. I was like, why are there people in this? They have the cartoon. I want to watch the cartoon. And I specifically remember being like, I would watch this show if it wasn't so many like folks walking around. Like, why can't I just hear from this lady? Yeah, literally. I was like,
you're so alien coded, Kevin. You're very alien coded.
Oh, you know what? I remember watching Rat Race in the theaters. Rat Race, like the movie from 2000. It's got like Whoopi Goldberg, Seth Green. It's basically a remake of It's a Mad, 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 Mad World, but done with like new comedians. Anyway, that's not important. The opening is claymation, and they're like introducing the actors, the theme, the title, the vibe, if you will, and it's claymation, and then it pans into the movie, which is real people doing real things. And I remember watching that being so disappointed because I was like, I was about to watch a claymation movie and I was so excited.
Yeah.
And now it's
like this bullshit.
It's not. It's a great movie though.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Power Rangers? Like I watched a Mighty Morphin movie a lot, obviously because like my siblings are older, but like I don't know about you, my childhood Power Rangers was Dino Thunder, unbeatable.
I'll show you my
small
Dino
ensemble.
Thunder.
No, you're not going to, and I don't want to, unless it'll get me a green card. So it was incredible. The reason Power Rangers Dino Thunder was so good was because it started off with just 3 Rangers, blue, red, and yellow, and it had the best theme song. It was like, and it was so good, and it was so cool. And okay, you know why I'm the Yellow Ranger Kira? Not only because she's a woman and I'm gay, but also
Asian.
You know what her power was? Nope. Not Asian, white, everyone. No, I think the blue one was black. Lots of colors happening. Okay. Do you know what Kira's power was in Dino Thunder?
Did she scream into the mic every once in a while?
She screamed. Enemies would come to her, Kevin, and she'd be like, ah! And then just like fall. I hate this so much. And it was very high pitched. And I'm like, that's
so
me.
Much. I hate you so
I'm Kira. See how you guessed it immediately? She literally was like,
I hate you so I don't like it. See, the thing is, bits are fun until they're real. And I don't and then when things get too real, I don't know. Okay.
What was your childhood Power Rangers, Kevin?
What was my childhood Power Rangers? I wasn't that... Okay, so my brother was super into Power Rangers, and so Power Rangers was kind of thrust onto me, and I didn't really get into it. I started getting into Power Rangers. I'm like more... When the movie came out...
The one from 2016 that was really good, that was nobody talks about. It was... intentionally campy and no one talks about how good it was. Elizabeth Banks going like, I'm hiding it in the Krispy Kreme. Like, that's so funny. That's so funny.
It's camp. I wish
also,
they would, yeah.
Well, like, the ensemble chemistry in that movie, I thought was really strong. I really liked the ensemble as a unit. They had Becky G.
Becky G?
Do you know Becky G? Becky G was the fucking yellow Power Rangers. No, Becky G is a very famous Latina pop star. She's the one she also sang the song Singing in the Shower. Singing in the Shower. Okay, well, Becky G's in it. Okay. So is Princess Jasmine from the live-action Aladdin. So is Dacre Montgomery, who played the scary brother in Stranger Things. Here.
You're doing a great job.
Stop it. I wish I could turn to Power Ranger right now
and just destroy me. I'm sorry.
And the cartwheels.
You have an uncanny ability to undersell what you're passionate about.
Do you remember that Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie where they had the Black Ranger who was a frog and he's like, I'm just a frog?
No.
And then the sexy ninja lady is like, not even the movie?
No, I mean the 2016, that was my first like real introduction. I would watch it when it was on and off, but like again, it was my brother's thing, so I was just like along for the ride and around it sometimes, and I never really like connected to it.
I'll give you a fun fact before we wrap up into our flags. The Blue Ranger from the original Mighty Morphin was apparently bullied a lot on set because he was gay.
Good for him.
Hell yeah. I know. So my
I
red
would have
flag
bullied
for
him
this
too.
episode is that
He's a Power Ranger. He deserves it.
you would have definitely bullied him. I would have made love to him and married him.
Okay. Here's the hot take. I get uncomfortable when people animate like on their own high school cartoons as like hypersexual. Is that weird, or is that like stop caring so much? Like is that me getting in other
No,
people's
I get
business,
it.
or is that a weird thing to do? Because like for
I get
instance,
it.
I've
I
seen
think
people do like Fairly Odd Parents porn or like Danny Phantom porn, where it's like clearly these are high school characters and you're an adult. You're drawing a high school character with just the most sexual description. Like, is that's weird, right?
Weird. I think that is weird. I think it's also fulfilling some like inner child past thing. Like, but it's still weird. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm like, do you think
I don't
like
love it.
could it, again? It's like I can't tell. I need a litmus test on this, because it's like part of me is like, it's a literal cartoon.
Yeah.
How you could
Sound
not
off
be
in the
harming
comments.
less people, you know? But then I'm just like,
Yeah.
what? Where's the line? Because if you're going to imagine a high schooler who's animated as sexual, what's going to stop you from imagining a regular high schooler in real life as sexual? Like, is there a connected line, or am I being a hoity-toity Republican lady who's like, how dare you?
No.
You know, but like seriously,
I'm curious about this too. Yeah.
I think about that a lot.
No,
I think about.
I would love for people to tell us. I would love for people to let us know in the comments their opinion, because I'm curious about this. I'm like, how much of it is just like, oh, it's a childhood fantasy, therefore it's separated.
Yeah.
Or like when people, it's just, I'm like, how much of it is a spectrum? Like when people are like, oh yeah, Scar from Lion King was kind of hot, but it's like, but you're not actually into bestiality, but like also weird.
No. That's not bestiality, because Spirit the Horse is that we're in a completely different. Okay, well now, no.
What are you about to say about Spirit the Horse, Kevin?
He's a stallion, and figuratively a stallion. Spirit of the Horse can get it. He can get it.
I feel that about Mufasa and Scar. I feel that about Mufasa and Scar.
That face with me. How dare you? There is a masculine energy that radiates from Spirit the Horse and Lightning McQueen, and I refuse to back away from that. How dare
Lightning McQueen?
Of course. There are hot inanimate objects all over. I'm not gonna back away from this. No.
McQueen.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you're gonna tell me that Belle from Beauty and the Beast is just like complete like a crazy fucking lady?
I didn't say she's crazy.
Well,
she's crazy because she spends so much time reading, just like you.
Yeah, dumb slut with those books. You know what?
She's also rude as fuck. She literally prances around the town being like, this person's weird and this person's also fucking strange, but I'm special.
Does she? I think canonically they have a song saying that Belle is the weird one.
No, but she's also like, there must be more than this small town full of people just selling bread. And they're like, oh, we love you, Belle.
Provincial life. Yeah. She's not saying the people are bad. They're saying they accept what they're in. She doesn't.
Kevin, you can shove Mrs. Potts from Beauty and the Beast up your bum if that makes you happy.
I will.
I'm saying Lightning McQueen specifically.
So he doesn't watch, because that would be weird. Listen.
That would be weird. That would be weird. But I would love Angela Lansbury to be like, ooh.
I would too.
What were you saying?
I would too. I was going to make a joke, but I would too.
Yeah. Okay. My red flag from this episode is forgetting that I was trying to think of a sex position, being like, well, my week, my sister and her little kids visited from Saudi Arabia. That's, that was a huge red flag. And then trying to reverse by talking about a show that is literally about incest, like sibling incest, uncle incest, aunt incest.
Yeah.
So that's my red flag, Kevin.
My red flag is that you keep hyping up a show that we're not sponsored to hype up. And
I don't need to be sponsored. Team Black, Rhaenyra. Ooh. I pledge my allegiance to Queen Rhaenyra Targaryen.
Oh my gosh. Nerd alert. Jesus Christ. My red flag is that I'm a hypocrite. We just spent an entire podcast episode. I just realized this. We spent an entire episode talking about the shows that we like. And then meanwhile, I'm like, how dare you bring up a show for free? How dare you?
Yep.
My red flag is me. Yeah. Again. Once more.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. You're like 10-minute tangent about Anal Invader Jim or whatever.
You better fucking go watch Invader Zim. It is the best show.
I know what Invader Zim is.
I was just creator, except not really because that's Maxwell Adams, but also not really because there are other fantastic creators out there. No.
Guys, I don't know what he's talking about either. Just
I'm talking about animators, and you don't know. Green flag. Let's go.
My green flag is remembering that Kira from Power Rangers Dino Thunder is me.
Can I have another red flag, actually? Oh God!
Yes.
Jesus Christ! I'm never going to escape this hell that I've created.
What's Give me your green flag.
My green flag for this episode was being nostalgic for my childhood. I really like Shaolin Showdown. I really like Jackie Chan Adventures. They're good stuff.
I'm gonna look up Shaolin Showdown.
I need to start watching more anime though. If I'm gonna start watching scripted television again, I need to start watching anime because there's so much good shit out there, and I just get lost in the sea of choices. And I think I should start watching some good animes.
I am so ready for Tango, Kevin. I have a big one for Tango. Hi, Tango. Tango found this. This is like, Kevin, this is a pro Kevin anti-Taha comment.
Hold on. I'm going to stop you right there, Taha, because unbeknownst to you, Tango actually found a different comment that has to center your behavior. That's right. This is a surprise. Taha is the problem. Bad segment where we say Taha made a mistake and he's part of the negative comment section. This is where I put the sound effect in.
Is this a surprise?
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. It's the best kind of surprise. A bad surprise for you. Now, I'm going to scroll on over to Twitter. This will all be on our video cast. Y'all can see. Someone on Twitter.org mentioned in my comments that his image was used in one of our reels and that he did not approve of this. Apparently, you just found some man. You just found a picture of some man in our Twink reel talking about how Twinks need handlers. Otherwise, they are demon Twinks. They were tweeting at me saying, how dare they use my picture? I deserve compensation. And so...
I'm so sorry. I just Googled Twink.
Oh, and guess who doesn't have Twitter? So I had to deal with all of the fallout. That's right, so baby. Sorry. You're the problem, and you always have been.
I am so sorry to whoever that was. Kevin, I just Googled... Wait, this was your surprise?
Yeah, this is the surprise, baby. This is the surprise. Welcome.
I thought it was going to be something fun.
Nope, welcome to hell. Okay, so this actually isn't that big of a problem. I messaged them and was like, oh, I don't edit these, but I can take it down if you need. That's really embarrassing. I'm so sorry. And they were like, no, it's actually not a problem, but compensation, ... And then I said, I don't make any money from these because we don't, but I ended up sending them some money as like a thank you for them being cool and accepting it, because the reason I did the reason I did this is because they are in the right. It is not the greatest if you are just using people whom are not in the public sphere to speak what could be interpreted as negatively towards them.
This is true. Okay, I accept this. I Googled Twink and I just used pictures that look like Twinks. But Kevin is right. Kevin is right in that as somebody who's a content creator, I need to take more responsibility when I'm acquiring images, because these are real people, and just because they showed up in a Google image search doesn't make them AI.
I win.
Yes, I am.
Taha's the bad one.
You do win.
I win.
This is true. This is true. I accept this. No, I accept this. That's not okay. I need to take more accountability, and you're very good at crediting people and being good about your sources, and I will internalize this and become better. How much money did you give the annoying Twink? Oh,
yeah, I was like, here, have some drinks on me. Yeah. And this is because of your fault.
Oh. Does this person know that when you Google Twink, their face comes up?
I hope so, because that's embarrassing. I was playing around with them a little bit. I was like, because they were tweeting about it in public, and I was like, I hear you, but also this is the most demon Twink thing you could have done.
This is demon Twink thing you could have done.
Yeah, that's very demon Twink behavior.
Oh, that is embarrassing. Okay, if you're watching this, Twink, I am sorry. No, I mean, they don't have a name. If you Google Twink and someone's face comes up, their name is Twink.
Yeah, hear that?
Twink, I'm actually so sorry.
You're not a person to us.
No.
To Taha specifically.
Okay, jokes aside. No, Twink, literally Twink, I'm sorry, because you were just living your life. And it is jarring to just see your face pop up in a video. And like, I get it. And like, if I'm talking about Twinks and you're like, I'm Twink, and it's like not nice. So Twink, I'm actually sorry. I will be better about whose pictures I use. I will AI image generate a twink next
God.
time, even
The
though you
pendulum has swung
probably
the wrong
look like an
way.
AI, even though you probably do look like an AI generated twink, considering I Googled twink and you popped up. But I am
Yeah,
really
we have
sorry,
to end this
twink.
episode. You are burying yourself in such a deep hole. We have to end this right now. I can genuinely see that you're trying, and you're pedaling forward, but you're sitting on the bike backwards, so you're just going in the wrong direction. We have to leave.
Okay.
Thank you so
Really?
much for
No,
listening to the
before we
podcast
leave,
today.
no, wait.
What?
Wait, before we leave, now all jokes aside, I do want to apologize to that person because it is very jarring. I imagine seeing yourself pop up in content like that. And you are very much in the right for being annoyed by that and upset by that, because that is inappropriate and it would really throw me off as well. So I am actually sorry.
Yeah, and if anyone gets the idea to come to me to complain about something Taha's done, please don't, because I don't have that much money to be giving out. So please don't, like if you have a problem with something Taha does, like, please keep it to yourself. It's not that I don't care, it's that I just can't keep up this level of generosity. So thank you so much. But don't complain. From now on, like, just take this as a indication that we've learned something, and don't complain about anything ever again. Thank you so much. Guys, we got to get out of here. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being here with
listening.
us.
Guys, please subscribe. It really helps us, or follow or like or share, whatever. We are so grateful for the amazing energy you've poured our way. And the only way for us to keep growing is if you subscribe,
follow,
save,
all
subscribe,
all that nonsense. We appreciate you guys. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and we will see you
Have
next
a great
time.
day. And when anyone comes to your door asking if Taha and Kevin actually love each other because of the whole green card thing, you will just say yes, they're in love.
Nod, yes, and then also what extra detail that you can add in is that Taha has a really tiny penis.
Yes, it's great for microblading.
What?
I don't know. I just said it. Bye, guys.